Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased technical analysis. And we had a very similar trading day to last Friday's price action, okay? You can see here, I got my blue lines right here, okay? And this is the 370 to 371 zone. I had that as a resistance zone. The orange line right here, that's my 369 level based on the multi-year trend line that I talked about. In my last video, I said bulls need to recapture that trend line, and as you can see in the intraday on the 15-minute chart, you know, SPY started off clearing it, but then it gave us a false breakout setup. Okay, like and false breakouts, false breakdowns. There are two of my favorite trade setups. Okay, false breakouts are very bullish. Excuse me, false breakouts are very bearish. And as you can see here today, this false breakout led to about a $6 move. The level I was watching was 369, and it dropped as low as 363, and 3 cents, 363 and 3 cents. But I'll say 363. It went a little bit lower than last Friday's low. Last Friday's low was around 363.2, but we still did not test that June low. Okay, remember June low around 362 has been tested twice. Okay, it was tested in June low and back in December 21st of 2020. Okay, so 362 is a very critical level, and we are just there, just about touching it. But overall, looking at this daily chart, I mentioned to you guys about this multi-year trend line that connects September 2020 low to October 2020 low to June 2022 low, and we got the breakdown last Friday. And as far as today goes, it held, guys. We back tested it. Intraday gave us a false breakout, but on the daily chart we back tested as a resistant, and we got some selling pressure. Okay, last week we had a hammer candle. Today it's an inverted hammer candle. Now I know the RSI is very oversold. I know if you open up Bollinger Bands, we are pretty overextended to the downside, okay? And as a technical analysis person, I don't really like to trade charts that are this unhealthy. It's just disturbing to my eyes. So yes, I am bearish, and I'm going to continue to trade unbiasedly and be bear bias. Okay, that I don't know if that makes sense. When I say trade unbiasedly, I'm following the price action, whether it goes up or down. But based on the price action on the daily chart, I am bear bias because the price action is showing me bearish stuff. And when I say bearish stuff, I am referring to this multi-year trend line. We broke it down today. We got selling pressure from it. Okay, and even though we are overextended to the downside, based on this lower Bollinger Band, we're closing outside of it. A relief rally would be nice and make this chart look a lot healthier. However, that does not have to happen. We can also chop sideways and let the Bollinger Band catch up to the price action. That's also a possibility. But guys, as far as the RSI go, yes, it's oversold, and it hasn't been this oversold since the June low. But important, we look at the weekly chart, and you look at the weekly chart. Back in June low, even the weekly chart was oversold. Just like the daily chart, back in June low, the daily chart was oversold. But the difference this time, while the daily chart may be as oversold as it was back in June low, the weekly chart is still yet to enter oversold territory. So as far as the weekly chart goes, we're not in the oversold conditions just yet. So I'm thinking the SPY has more room to go down. Okay, I don't mean to sound bear biased. I might sound a little ridiculous right now, but just, based on what the chart showed me, and I am considering what the weekly chart showed me as well, all right? But, as always, we got to know the levels, know the setups, and just trade it unbiasedly, all right? I am watching the 366 to 367 zone, and it served well as both support and resistance. I've been mentioning all day to my Discord members, guys, don't look for calls unless SPY can clear that 367 level. And it just failed to clear it a couple times, and it just triggered more downside. All right, and after hour is dropping right now. Let's see if 363 holds, or maybe we'll gap down tomorrow or gap up tomorrow. I'm being unbiased, guys. But looking at that daily chart, to be bullish, guys, we need to see some levels clear, especially that multi-month trend line at 369. Okay, as long as we're below 369, I'm bear bias. I am favoring more downside. It doesn't mean we're going to go down right away. We could chop a little bit first. But as long as we're below, we're bear bias. I'm bear bias. And if we can recapture that, then that'll give us a false breakdown setup based on the daily chart. And then that's when I will look for calls, and maybe my sentiment would change a little bit. Got a few levels up there. The gap, well, we got 370 to 371 zoned, and the gap above there around 373.4-ish. And then a resistant level based on this falling wedge around 376.3-ish. I do got a fib level at 377 from June low to August high. That's a 78.6 retracement level. It'd be very bullish if 377 was recaptured. And of course 380, all right, 380, very critical level from fib level, 38.2 retracement level, from COVID lows to January 2022 high. Okay. That's the bearish scenario. We just need to clear some resistant levels. But until then, I will be bear bias. The next critical support levels, obviously 363, all right, and 362, all right. If that fails, could definitely see more downside. We could drop down to the 358 to 357 zone. That is the 200-day weekly, not the 200-day, the 200 weekly moving average. All right, definitely will be watching that. And below, I got the 354 to 355 zone, 350.4-ish. That's previous low back in November of 2020. And of course, the 50% retracement level at 349, guys, 349. All right. So just follow the levels. We know the levels. I gave you my levels. Please add it to your charts. And just trade it unbiasedly. We're going to move on to Triple Q. Triple Q, I got this 50% retracement level at 276. Okay, a little different from the SPY though. I have the low, or the beginning of it, starting from December 2018. The low of back in December 2018 up to November 2021. The 50% retracement level is at 276. And Triple Q lost that level. I cannot get bearish on I cannot get bullish on Triple Q until we recaptured that level. All right, we lost that level back on last Friday. Try to wash above it intraday, but it did not hold at the end of the day, giving us, this bearish inverted hammer candle. So as long as we're below 276, I am bear bias on Triple Q. Can't get bulls unless that's recaptured. I have levels down at 272, 269.3-ish, and lower. What else did I have? I wrote it down in my Discord. But yeah, this previous low, 267. I got a level down here at 264.2-ish, 261, and I got a fib level here at 260. Okay? So remember, if you want to get, bullish, look for calls, wait for a critical resistance level to recapture, play that false breakdown. We are in a downtrend, so any critical, resistant level we have, that's pretty much is a recapture because it was a previous support level. Starting with that 276, and maybe we will get more bullish if that's recaptured. Okay, pretty much all we did was fill the gap, close below 276. All right, bearish Tesla, I have a level right here. First resistance at 277. Okay, so I have this fib level from August 16th high down to September 6th low. Okay, so that's where the 23.6 retracement level at 277.2 comes from. If that can recapture, the next level to watch is around 279.7. That's the previous low back on September 8th. And the next fib level at 284.4. You can see here if I close, zoom in a bit more, it almost tested. The high today was 284.9 cents. Well, we got strong selling pressure. Look at that wick inverted hammer candle. Next support is at 273. That fails. Could see more downside, 270.4, possibly down to 265.8. And I got a trend line right here. Support will be at 262.9-ish. That's this red one. Connecting. June 16 low to July 5th low. Only 2 touches. Let's see if we'll get that third touch. It's looking like a magnet right now, guys. So let the levels, price action guide you. Did I cover Apple? I don't think I did, but Apple lost that 50% retracement level at 152.6. All right, I'm watching the fib level from June low to August high. Can't get bullish unless that level is recaptured. Next support is at 149.6, guys. If that fails, do got a double bottom here around 148.5 ish, back on September 6th. September 16th and September 23rd, last Friday. If that fails, so much for double bottom, because double bottom usually bullish, but it can't get bullish unless it clears a resistance level, especially that 152.6. But if that level fails, we're definitely going to see more downside. Got the 61.8 retracement level at 147, and then maybe another test of I got this channel right here. The support of the channel is around 144 right now for Apple. Okay, guys? So we're going to close this off with the option flow. Look at the option flow. Bearish filter for 500K premiums or above. And guys, we are still seeing big money betting to the downside with these big size orders over 5,000. Anything over 5,000 in size, it definitely catches my eyes. $5 million in premium. They are sweeps. Scroll down a little more. You can see even bigger, over 10,000, over 11,000, 10.5 right there. It's a lot. They are very bearish, the big money. Let's go to Triple Q. Triple Q overall bearish as well. And look at this. Oh my. It's just yeah. 95.6 million in premium, 45,000 in size. Guys, the expiration date is December 16th. Strike price 285. So it's pretty in the money. Interesting. That's pretty big. Okay. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla 76% into puts. Look at this one, over 7,000 in size, 6.3 million. It's a block order. Would have been more bearish if it was a sweep, more aggressive, you know, but definitely something to watch out for. And let's see Apple. 74% in the puts. Okay, nothing standing up. Oh, excuse me. Had to scroll up a little bit. So this one's over 1.3 million. Sweep order, 5,000 in size. This one is meh, you know what I mean? 5,000 size, but only 500K, and it's a block order. Right, but overall, guys, big money is very bearish as far as option flow is showing. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more content from Uncle Chartist, consider joining my Substack, only $25 a month. You get my morning analysis because YouTube's only after the market. You get my morning analysis before the market. Or if you want more content than that and you want to be my best friend, definitely join my Discord. I'll give you everything. All my resources that I use, all my trade ideas, everything on my mind in real time. Peace, guys.